So I just came across this clip here from Pierre Poilievre, basically him trashing Mark Carney again, which is great to hear because, as we know, every time Mark Carney goes on the mainstream media, they all kind of gush over him and give him easy questions. They don't challenge him on his past failings or anything like that. They just kind of treat him as a king because they know he's going to be the next prime minister temporarily. So let's have a look at what Pierre Poilievre has to say here, and then we'll talk about it after like usual.
I think the Liberals have broken everything. They broke our housing market by doubling housing costs. They broke in the household budgets by raising carbon taxes and income taxes, with twice as many people lined up at food banks as there were before the Trudeau-Carney Liberals. They've broken our criminal justice system with catch and release that has allowed criminals to rampage through our streets, gun crime having doubled. They've broken families with the fentanyl crisis that they unleashed by legalizing hard drugs and leaving our borders open. We have more people dead of fentanyl after a decade of the Liberals than died fighting for Canada in the Second World War.
Wow.
So they broke a lot of things, and it is patriotic to point out what is broken so that you can fix it. I mean, Liberals they're trying to gaslight Canadians into saying, if you point out any of the problems that they caused after 10 years in power, you're unpatriotic. I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. Patriotism is about having an honest conversation about the enormous damage the Liberals did to this country. And by the way, I won't take any lessons on patriotism from Mark Carney, who took jobs and money out of Canada to put them in the States, in China, and in the Middle East. I won't take any lessons from the Liberals on patriotism after they have been lowering our flag and putting down our history for the last 10 years. Conservatives will put Canada first, and that means fixing what Liberals broke.
Well said. And that's what Pierre Poilievre needs to keep doing. He has to keep hammering home these points and make sure that people know, hey, Mark Carney's not a patriot. This guy's a fraud. Right? I mean, ask the people of England how he handled their banking system. Just go ahead and ask them. They don't like him over there. Not to mention, Mark Carney agrees and advised Justin Trudeau for the last 4 to 5 years. They're the same person. Except Mark Carney, in my opinion, is even worse. Justin Trudeau started it. Mark Carney's here to finish the job. Mark Carney wins the next a federal election, especially if he wins the next 2 somehow. Say goodbye to the middle class. We're done. We will be either rich or poor, and 99% of us will be poor. And I really like that Pierre Poilievre is saying here, hey, don't tell me what's patriotic. You broke things, I'm calling it out because I love this country and I want it fixed. You guys want to keep destroying things. Obviously they hate the country, but they'll pretend that they're patriotic. Again, it's just confession by projection. Oh, it's Pierre Poilievre who's unpatriotic. He doesn't love this country. No, it's them who are unpatriotic and do not love this country. Oh, Pierre Poilievre is using these American-style politics, and then everywhere you go, you see Chrystia Freeland literally talking about American-style politics all the time, comparing Pierre Poilievre to Donald Trump. Manipulating polls, we saw that in the American election, right? Is that not American-style politics, Liberals? See, they have no idea what they're talking about. Actually, let me correct myself. They do know what they're talking about. They're not stupid, they're evil, and they know exactly what they're doing, and they want to continue to finish the job, and Mark Carney wants to be the head of that show. And he probably will be, right? There's not a whole lot we can do about that, but what we can do is whether the polls say we're up by 100 or we're down by 100, get out there and vote, because we need to make sure that the Conservatives get a shot federally at running this country, because the Liberals for the last 10 years, as we all know, have absolutely destroyed this country. And it's not unpatriotic to say it. It's patriotic to say it and then say, hey, also I want to fix it. If you're the person who fixed it or who broke it or helped break it, Mark Carney, it's really hard to convince people that you're going to be the guy to fix everything. You broke it. Someone else has to come and fix it. That's how it works with pretty much everything. If you're a really bad operations manager, and the owner of the company says, hey, you broke everything, but we need it to be fixed and I'll let you fix it. That's not how it works. Manager gets fired and a new manager comes in. That's what we need here in Canada. And that's what we're going to get. As long as we're smart, as long as we do what we got to do and get out on election day and vote, vote, vote. So let me know what you guys think about Pierre Poilievre's interview here, or at least this little clip here. Please don't be shy. I really enjoy engaging with you guys. Please also don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps grow the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back shortly with a new video.